The president and his advisors are debating what the official U.S. position is going to be on climate change. At issue, should America withdraw from a controversial global warming deal that has passionate supporters and just as passionate opponents? Correspondent Kevin Corke has the story tonight from the White House.
We're going to rescind all the job-destroying Obama executive actions.
His opinion was unmistakable. During the 2016 campaign, then-candidate Trump called the Paris Climate Accord awful for America.
These actions have denied millions of Americans access to the energy wealth sitting right under our feet.
But the president's plan to scrap U.S. participation in the international accord is facing stiff headwinds blowing in from, of all places, from within the White House itself. While Mr. Trump's daughter, Ivanka, and son-in-law, Jared Kushner, are urging him to honor the nearly 200-nation pact, which calls for major reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, his chief strategist, Steve Bannon, and EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt want him to follow through on his pledge.
Paris is something that we need to really look at closely because it's something we need to exit, in my opinion. It's a bad deal for America.
A bad deal, says Pruitt, because it clearly favors China and India at the expense of the U.S. Critics say it's like the Iran nuclear deal all over again.
We make promises of pain up front in return for dodgy promises of future action. The parallels are eerie, and it's time we stop pretending obvious treaties aren't.
It's the latest Obama-era policy to draw fire from the president, who just last month signed the Energy Independence Executive Order to begin a full review of Mr. Obama's Clean Power Plan. The president using the rarely used Congressional Review Act that allows Congress to repeal recent regulations. It was used just once before he took office, but Mr. Trump's used it 13 times.
We're going to cancel the Paris Climate Agreement.
The White House isn't tipping its hand on the president's plan on the Paris Accord, only acknowledging that, yes, his team is studying the deal. Brett, White House officials tell us we expect the president to make a decision on this sometime before the G7. Of course, that is coming up on your calendar sometime near the end of May. Brett?
Kevin Corke, live in the White House briefing room. Kevin, thank you. It has been an intense week on foreign policy for President Trump. We'll talk about all the big developments with the panel when we come back.